Clarito. And also at forward from Mexico, Pampanga, number 4, Mike Malonzo. Head coach for the Elasto Painters is Yang Yao. And now, here are the starters for the TNT Tropang 5G. From Dumaguete, at guard, number 8, Calvin Aftana. Also at guard from Tondo, Manila, number 15, Jordan Heading. From Cebu, at center, number 21, Kelly Williams. At forward from Cagayan de Oro City, number 12, Glenn Cabuntin. And from Talisay, Cebu, at forward, number 16, R.R. Pogoy.
Sir Peter Balao leads the refereeing crew here today at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Thank you so much for joining us here on Pilipinas Live and on PBA Rush. I'm Paolo De Rosario alongside Coach Jude Roque. Bel Gregorio joins us on the sidelines as the Tropang 5G look to get going here early. Coach, let's take a look at the fact that the Tropang 5G had a relatively slow start in that first game. They tied things up with the Shine Elasto Painters after the first quarter, 23-all. Second quarter was 18-all. Neither team could find flow until that third quarter, halfway through, as Gil Mamuyak has a pretty move to start out this ball game. R. Pogoy draining the first basket, a high looping shot. Galen Chongson terminates to Mike Malonzo. Mamuyak, extra pass to Nokum. Nokum wants to get going, and he does.
Against your tendencies, no? Pero Nokum, he's still the #1 scorer for Rain or Shine in the average.
Oh, Gian Mamuyak early on, able to attack the teeth of the D and able to score once again for Rain or Shine. 7-2 start here in favor of the Elasto Painters. Coach Yang Yao, I'm sure, wants to get that shell shock from that last game out of the way. Of course, it was a very emotional end, Coach. Gaano ka-importante yung malakas sa simula para sa Rain or Shine?
It's very important, no? You don't want talk and text to pull away early.
Even better. Let's see if that is the case here today, upping his point totals as the conference goes on, and that is a big basket from RR.
And that was well contested by Mamu. He was right there.
And of course, Aiden Nokum answers back straight away. 6 points. Giving that back to Kobuntin. Calvin Oftana trying to go downhill. Good stop there from Mike Malonzo. Jordan Heading gives it back to Calvin. Oftana drains a triple.
Great passing for TNT. Very unselfish play for Jordan Heading. And of course, Calvin Oftana. Very deadly from the 3-point spot.
Calvin Oftana, Coach, he had only 30% shooting in that last game, and you gotta say that that is an aberration. But Caden Johnson is also getting going here.
That's why they're the #2 offensive team in the league, is because they're also one of the best outside shooting teams, especially from behind the 3-point arc. And in game 1, they shot miserably.
Another triple here, as we have to update that number to 3 of 6, considering 50% from beyond the arc. Galen Johnson, Adrian Nokum draining triples here for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Calvin Oftana giving it to R.R. Pogoy. This offense has been fueled purely by Roger Ray Pogoy. Andre Carajo nursing a left-hand sprain. Gives it to Mike Malonzo. Hesitation, attacking point. Eram, and Eram using his length to swat that away in the quarterfinals. But they were only limited to 91 points, Coach, in that last game, as Mike Malonzo scores 2. The defense of Tropang 5G, 6 turnovers already for TNT Tropang 5G. I just want to bring up the fact that if there's a commentator's curse, make courtside reporter curse then. Sabi niya 12 turnovers only for the TNT Tropang 5G is their goal. They have 6 already.
TNT not very happy with the way they're playing defense. As we take a look at this beautiful jumper. And this was why it took so long for the play to develop until Calvin Oftana had to be creative.
Jonard Clarito able to sneak in against Kim Aurin. Just take a look at that again, Coach. Dribble handoff, and Jonard Clarito goes to work.
And late help defense there for
his exploits. And of course, na medyo limitado siya sa game number 1. Here's Calvin Oftana. Again, size advantage over Andre Caracot, and he just shoots over him.
Well, Calvin just so good, no? That was already excellent defense by Andre Caracot.
Here's Santillan forcing the issue. The turnaround floater, no good. Ito naman si Kelly Williams bringing this one down. Kelly. Bodies on the floor here, but we keep on playing on. RR Pogoy, left with a bit of space here. Has been a bit quiet after that good run in that first quarter, early on in the first quarter rather. But here he is right now making some noise.
And he called for that clear out for him, so he has a lot of space to operate.
Pogoy trying to find Boy, nothing there, almost a turnover. Calvin Oftana against Karaput again. He shoots over him and he gets it one more time. That's a triple for Calvin Oftana. Welcome back to the second quarter. This is Rain or Shine against TNT Tropang 5G in the semifinals. Game number 2. As Andre Karaput gets a 3-ball going here for Rain or Shine. Goes to the perimeter scoring. The 3-point shooting in particular in this game has been on point here for the Shine Elasto Painters. Something that was absent in game number 1 rather, as Samuel Enciso can't answer back to 3 of his own. If you're TNT, how worried are you if they continue to heat up from beyond the arc?
Well, it's going to be a big adjustment for them because they've been really tight with their interior defense. They're allowing more outside shots. But if the 3-point shooting of Rain or Shine is on point, then they're going to have to adjust and maybe pressure the ball more.
Here's Gabe Norwood. Oh, we just talked about their 3-point shooting, and there he is again. Defensively, coach, they have been bloodhounds.
Well, they have to. No, they
Oh, Gabe Norwood! Gabe, a Norwood 3-point specialist, coach. Gabe with Rexona High School. It won't let you down as Gabe Norwood, perfect from beyond the arc here in this quarter, 34-21. 4 minutes of playing time, I think, to be official, coach. As Andre Karaput shuffles that to Santillan. That push shot was good and important because Santillan needs to get going in this series, coach. In that first quarter, could not drain a single field goal. He was 0 of 2, only 1 point off a free throw.
And that was well set up for him. No, that's the shot of Santillan, that floater from the perimeter. So he was well set up during the timeout.
It was an 11-0 run here for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, but Poy Era mercifully.
The way Rain or Shine established their zone defense all of a sudden, and that.
Oh, Ildefonso hands up in the air, giving up a lot of height, but he's got the strength.
And we're not running out of explosive moves from the Elasto Painters. No, earlier it was Nokom and Mamu, and this time coming from Ildefonso.
Oftana unable to get that. Poy Eram hits the deck, no fouls as the referee. They lack one. How about TNT in this defensive possession? Norwood to Datu. Poy Eram is back. Amon Basotros trying to take on Asisio. He pulls up. Oh, he makes it anyway. Basotros was all over him, but Asisio gets a triple.
And they're having this this amazing rhythm. No, it wasn't really a good shot. It wasn't an open shot, but he still made it because of that rhythm.
Oh boy, Aram trying to will TNT back into this game. Contact. Let's take a look at this again, coach.
And look at the challenge coming from BGR.
Here is Heading, getting past Ildefonso. Kicks it out to Oftana instead. Gets the triple. Traded 2 for a 3, and the gamble paid off.
Vosotros was right there in the path of Poy Eram as we take a look at this kick-out pass to Oftana and the 3-point shot.
This 3-point shot is brought to you by Rexona. Stay green, because there's just so much talent up and down for Coachengia.
There's so much talent, and also the shots are mostly contested. So
Vosotros, coach, sorry to cut you off with a big triple here to keep them alive. Talking about TNT. Adrian Noko walks into a triple. Still nothing there. Mamu, another rebound. What a block from BGR. And Kim Maurin shuffles it to BGR. And BGR with a foul from behind. And Noko takes out a cameraman as well.
And that he doesn't think that he can come back to this game, gentlemen.
That's a big development. Thank you so much, Bel Gregorio, for that report. Without RR Pogo, who had a fantastic first half here for the TNT Tropang 5G, that will change the dynamic of this game. And you now need guys like Kim Aurin, BGR, and of course Calvin Oftana to step up. And what a shot coming from Andre Karaput. High looping shot off the glass.
well, the key for Andre there was he blew by Kim
Amon
Aurin.
Vosotros. I'm so sorry, coach, but Amon Vosotros said, let's talk about me.
What a clutch player Almon Vosotros is. Despite not having RR Pugoy, when you've got guys like Vosotros hitting from the outside, then that's got to be a big help for TNT.
For those who follow the 3x3 scene, as Kim Aurin scores inside.
They do. They have a deep bench. They have a lot of capable guys.
Like Simon Enciso, who drains a triple to make it a 2-point ball game.
I was going to say, one of them is Simon Enciso, who also had a double-digit performance last time.
TNT are asking for a flopping violation on Andre Caraco for the last possession. Here's Santillan. Patented one-handed push shot is good for Santillan. Working against Andre Caraco. Enciso operating the pick and roll with Calvin of Tana. What a find to PG. Oh, Gian Mamuyak with the block. Gian Mamuyak's biggest block in his career was in high school when he blocked Steph Curry, and he has. Here's Clarito. Oh, big bump on PGR, but PGR says, let me have some of that. Good defensive stand here for TNT.
So in the first quarter, TNT already had 3 blocks. No, they probably have at least 5 already in this game, 5 or 6.
That was a huge one there come from BGR. Simon Enciso to Kim Aurin. Aurin draining a triple.
And that was in front of Gian Mamuya.
Jordan Heading here with a 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Oh, BGR! Double clutch lay-in.
And that time, he avoided a shot block attempt, no, after being blocked by Mamu in earlier.
In BGR, the G stands for grabe, what a finish. But Gian Mamuya answers back with a tough shot of his own. What a ball game, Coach. We were all tied up. The pace at the end of that second quarter, Coach, and something I'm sure they're going to try to be more up-tempo about this time around as Jonah Clarito misses on the reverse.
Well, we can see now they're aggressive in attacking the basket. No, they were successful earlier on, not this time around, but again, it's the aggressiveness that fuels their offense.
Kelly Williams drains a triple to give the lead back to the TNT Tropang 5G.
Rain or Shine had control, and he had to swipe an arm, so they were called for a foul.
Gabe Norwood, good defense there from Calvin of Tana.
Oh, she could have taken the shot.
Would have made it.
But oh.
Here's Calvin of Tana. Working against Gabe Norwood that time.
Oh!
Calvin of Tana with a basket and one.
Got the contact from Gabe. Let's take a look at this move. Half spin. Oh, up and under.
Teed that up, had all the time in the world, but Adrian Nocom unable to get that to go. So the 3-point shots not falling here for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, Coach. And Jordan Heading showing this is how you do it. 3-ball for TNT.
For Clarito to make that pass, and he finally turned the ball over.
Calvin of Tana takes it strong inside. And Calvin of Tana, after a subpar game number 1, is starting to shine here in the second.
And Calvin of Tana can really hit you with a post move like that.
63-56, TNT in charge firmly after a 9-0 run. Saw them take the lead and really run away. 13-4 quarter in favor of the TNT Tropang 5G as Jordan Heading tees up a long-range bomb, but no good. Playing it forward to Adrian Nocom, who takes on Jordan Heading, and he scores for the 6th point of Rain or Shine this quarter.
And that's the way that Coach Yang prefers the team to play. Forward passes right there, and easy basket for Nocom.
63-58, 6:06 left here in quarter number 3. Kim Aurin tees up a triple, no good. What a rebound coming from Gian Mamuyak, one of the smallest guys on the floor. Adrian Nocom. Noko to the corner. Kalen Chongson to Gabe Norwood. Mamu directing traffic here. He attacks. It's about to Nocom again. Nocom against Aurin. Great defense from Kim Aurin.
Excellent defense by Kim.
Gian Muyak. Feeding Kalen Chongson. Great find to Adrian Nocom. Left wide open, and he drains a triple. Adrian Nocom with a 7-0 run by himself.
Really good play there. Kick out by Chongson. The defense was far from Nocom for that open shot from the corner.
63-61 as Simon Enciso will try to extend the lead here by giving to Combuntin. Moving around to Calvin of Tana. Nieto wide open. Attacks the closeout. Pushing and finishing off the glass.
Very patient play there for TNT.
Calvin of Tana looking for the mismatches here. Glenn Cobuntin attacking Jonathan Clarito. Little bump. The basket hits every part of the rim and in. And that will be a technical foul.
For Jonard Clarito, although we anticipated no longer having double-digit rebounds against TNT, he couldn't help but still feel frustrated whenever TNT would deny him an opportunity to rebound.
Yeah, let's take a look at that again. Mike Malonzo fouling Calvin of Tana off this tough look. Take a look at that. Finishing under duress, 2 red shirts on him. It didn't matter. Roger Ripogoy out injured with a hamstring injury in the first half. And still, they have managed to come up strong. Oh, Adrian Nokum! Oh, Nokum po! Able to hang up in the air.
What a shot by Nokum. I think even the defense of TNT was very surprised with that move. But earlier, Calvin of Tana also starting to take charge here.
Oh, and there he is again. Calvin of Tana with the 3-ball, 12 points here in this quarter alone.
And he is one of those reliable bigs.
14-22 is the free throw number here in favor of Rain or Shine, or rather of Rain or Shine, as Adrian Nokum is doing his best here to pull a bit closer to TNT.
Another sensational move from Nokum. He has developed to be an excellent scorer, no, with so many moves.
Here's Kim Aurin off the drive. That's a 3-pointer. And that's good for Nieto.
Oh, big shot from Big Mike.
And Adrian Nokum with the prettiest of finishes to get the energy going for Rain or Shine. 1 possession. That's what Rain or Shine want to limit this to. Simon Enciso switching defense here, working on Adrian Nokum. And that's a great block coming from Mike Malonzo, pushing the pace here. Adrian Nokum goes up. Oh, and what a finish from Adrian Nokum. Perfect way to end the quarter. Game to Jordan Heading. Calvin of Tana asking for it against Mike Malonzo. It has been Calvin of Tana's half. That time scoring off the glass.
Just needed a little space.
Oh, he got that and more as Mike Malonzo gives it to Santillan. A big lead now, 12-point lead here. Oh, Jin Mamuyak scores to make it a 10-point game yet again. 18 points is the biggest lead of Rain or Shine, coach. 12 for TNT.
Some misdirection for Gian. No? He faked going to the middle and then burst going to the baseline.
Calvin Tana has been feeling it, coach. He's been scoring whichever way he wanted. That time, the score
again. That's about the 3rd time that he did that one.
Let's take a look at that again, coach, because Calvin of Tana has been in his bag, working against Mike Malonzo there, who just have no rhythm whatsoever.
Well, I will give credit to the defense of TNT. They're playing a tough defense, although that was a great play.
Andre Karakot feeding Santillan. Oh, what a swat from Poyeram.
That's the defense that has been really working. The big guys are there to help out and block shots. A big issue offensively for them.
Poyeram feeding BGR, and BGR took advantage of Andre Karakot. Again, this is the problem when you're switching defenses. Andre Karakot has no business defending BGR.
And that last play right there highlights the 5 on the floor for TNT. They really have so much height advantage.
Gian Mamuyak missing from close range as they are struggling offensively here. Question is now, can Rain or Shine make a stop? 12-point advantage for TNT. Jordan Heading, little bump scores off the glass.
Heading is starting to get more confident now with this new team.
Galen Johnson gets a triple desperately here for Rain or Shine. 11-point ball game. Still a lot of time in this one. 7:45 left here to play. They are limited in terms of assists as well. Talking about Rain or Shine, who have been one of the better teams at actually moving the ball around, coach. So very disruptive itong TNT. As Galen Johnson, oh my goodness! That's his second 3-ball of the quarter.
In this game, Adrian looks to make life simple and not overcomplicate his shots. Let's see how he'll do that for the next 6 minutes, and let's see how he'll respond in this quarter.
Well, they responded with a fast break basket and a 2-pointer from Adrian Nokum to make it a 5-point ball game. Thank you so much for that report, Bel Gregorio. Bel Gregorio, I think we have to remind everyone that in that third quarter alone, Adrian Nocum had 13 points, which matches his entire total in game number 1. And here's another steal. Gian Mamuya on the attack, goes at it by himself, scores and one. Jordan Henning with the foul. Mamu with the bonus coming right up.
The defense of Rain or Shine getting steals, and then
Here's Calvin Oftana. He's been a silencer, but what a block as Kalen Johnson goes on the break. He takes a triple, and he makes it! Rain or Shine has the lead from defense to offense, and Kalen Johnson, Kalen!
to transition baskets. This time it was a transition three-point shot from Johnson.
But Jordan Henning, through all the pressure, gives the lead back to TNT.
Excellent timeout for Coach Chot Reyes as they were able to produce a basket. And now they can reorganize their defense.
Gian Mamuyak. Oh, Mamuyak avoiding everyone. Santillan cleans it up.
Now that's a crucial rebound by Santillan and a putback.
Very dangerous, coach. Unfortunately for them, they are a bit defanged without an RR Pogoy. But everyone else has stepped up as Adrian Nocum charges in. And they have smaller guys on the bigger ones. Heading. Goes at it by himself. What a play there. Coming from Jordan Heading. Just a heady play. The ball tapped to Gian Mamuya. And Adrian Nocum is there. Head and Nocum with an easy 2. Gets the lead up to 3.
What a big play coming off the jump ball, leading to a fast break for Nocum.
Boy Eram in the interior. Another turnover for TNT. They give it to Nocum. Santillan blocked by Heading. Semifinals game 2 win over the TNT Tropang 5G. But they need to hold them off here. Calvin Oftana. Pull back jumper is good. 1-point ball game yet again. Jonathan Clarito now off the curl. Goes inside. The reverse is good for Jonathan Clarito.
Perfectly designed play.
As a Rain or Shine fans are making themselves heard here at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Calvin Oftana drains the second without a problem. TNT down by 1. Calvin Oftana drains all 3, and there's the expected timeout. Here is Adrian Nocum. Nocum driving. Kalen Johnson wide open is Gian Mamuyak for the win. Mamu no, tapped up, and that will do it because that looks like it's late, but we're going to double check.
Game in the first half. TNT was able to turn that around.
Oh, and that was almost a block coming from Mike Malonzo, but Kim Maureen again with a 4-point line present. Here's Jordan Heading attacking Gabe Norwood. No dice there as here is the running, gunning Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, and that was perfectly run. We talked about spacing in one of their failed attempts a while ago. Take a look at this again. First off, the great fast break. That was picture perfect.
And that was a 1-on-3 fast break for Rain or Shine. Perfectly executed. But earlier on, I thought Jordan Heading forced that drive against Gabe Norwood.
Oftana looking for a 3-ball, and he gets it to fall. Clarito. And then Calvin Oftana hitting a 3-ball right at the face after that possession.
It's so hard to block Calvin Oftana. He's a jump
Kelly
shooter.
Williams! Kelly Williams getting a big 4-pointer to go. They're going to review it to make sure it was a 4, but then that could be the big difference maker here today. The block on the other end. And what about this? Kelly Williams, we're going to see if that's a 4. That's a 4-pointer, coach. That's a 4 as Kelly Williams. As the ball pops up, another turnover for TNT. They are rolling in OT.
Wow, that was a surprise shot coming from Kelly Williams.
Now it is the TNT fans making noise because here in overtime it has been all TNT as Boy Eram plays the 2-man game with Jordan Heading perfectly. Here's Jonathan Clarito against Calvin Oftana. Clarito, little bump on Calvin, and oh, what a rebound coming from Jordan Heading. Again, here's Calvin Oftana who wisely takes his time, coach.
That's the correct thing to do. Make use of the time.
And he scores on the other end as well. 9 points. The Painters. Let's take a look at that again. First of all, it was a great offensive rebound for the TNT Tropang 5G. And Calvin Oftana, we have to give him credit because he has been Adrian Noko. This time against BGR. Oh, another great block. And that time, Mike Malone. Time out on the floor. Let's take a look at that here first before we let you guys go. So there, he was saying that Jonathan Clarito pushed him into BGR on that rebound attempt, and he felt that that was a dangerous play that they missed. Break the press, and it will be a win here for the TNT Tropang 5G. A hard-fought win, a heartbreaking loss for Rain or Shine, coach. And we are looking forward now to an explosive game number 3.
Well, Rain or Shine almost had it, remember, until they fouled Calvin Oftana, who was smart enough to take a shot after the whistle, paving the way to three made free throws that led to overtime. And in overtime, TNT simply dominated.